Thinking. Hi everyone, welcome. We're live to day 21 recap, and as you can see, depending on whether in YouTube that way or Instagram that way, I've got a special guest with me. I've got John the Running Dutchman, and we'll be able to sort of talk about when he joined me, which is going to be perfect because I've got someone actually doing exactly the same thing tomorrow, which is fantastic. So the instructions I've given John is just interrupt me whenever he wants to. If he sort of has anything important to say or has any questions, then I've told him just to sort of butt in. I can see sort of people are joining Instagram now, and also we've got people joining on the YouTube. So I think let's get cracking. I've called today day 21 the difficult second album, and it really is that. It's kind of has a double meaning for me, in as much as the second album. So this whole adventure is in effect the sort of second album. This is me suddenly doing the second year, my big adventure for a second year in a row. I wanted to, how do I repeat what happened last year with the 31 marathon? So the difficult second album that everyone talks about when you're a musician is sort of true here as well. It was sort of, how can I sort of make it interesting, and is it interesting, and I'm sort of like, did it work or not? But really for me, the thing that is really specific about why I wanted to call today the difficult second album was actually because this is the start of the second half of my 40 days, my running 40 days in a row. And I'm so relieved that I got through the first 20 days, and it was like, and I had that last year with the 31 marathons. There were specific days that I wanted to get to. I wanted to get to the first week. I wanted to get to my birthday. I wanted to get to Nijmegen. So I kind of had these different little milestones that were, for me personally, sort of specific moments. I really hope I can get there. I really hope I can sort of push that far and keep going until then. And for me, this was the big one. I think day 20, getting halfway and saying, look, I'm halfway. If I can do that half, I can do the next half, even though the next half, the next 20 days are crazy, are tough in terms of travel and things like that. But what I didn't realize was how difficult mentally it was to start this morning. So I made a story about it, and it was just, it literally took me 15 minutes to get running. I was walking, I was outside, I was with the buggy, the timer had started, and I was like, okay, Paul, start running. And I just couldn't start running. It was like fear, it was trepidation of like, part of it was like, oh, I've got to do that all again. Or it was just ridiculous. It was the stress that I was under was just so crazy. But eventually I started jogging, and the day started, and once I was going, I was okay. But even throughout the day, it was like, if I've reached halfway, if I fail now, then it's okay. That was in my sort of head.
Is
Norbert's
it
just said,
also Paul?
yeah,
Is it
yeah,
also harder now because you run and you have to start every day from Haarlem? Like last
yeah.
year, new scenery every day. Now every day, kind of like at least the first meters are always the same.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a double-edged sword. I've always like said to people, this actually brings a tough element in it. Suddenly, like, I've just put on washing now, whereas I never did that last year. It was, you're the only one. I think you were the only one that actually washed
Yeah.
the suit. So no, I think in I did wash it about 3 times, but I think you were the first time, and that was, gosh, when was that? When last year? That was a couple of weeks in, I think.
Yeah, I think there was
It was
almost two.
Eindhoven.
You were in Limburg, so there was like for
Yeah.
me driving distance 45 minutes. So yeah,
Yeah.
I picked up your clothes, washed it overnight, and brought it the next morning. I
Yeah.
think it was about 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't have that thing, whereas now I have all those little things I can bring in. What I didn't realize, and exactly that is the real difficult thing is that, oh, what route do I do now? Whereas last year I had a fixed route, right? I've got to
Yeah.
run from here and I've got to get to there. That's where I'm sleeping. I've got no choice. Whereas now I kind of go, right, I've got to run 50.565 kilometers. Where am I going to go now? And it was literally that. So today was, oh, I'm going to run to IJmuiden. And so I ran to IJmuiden, just typed it into the Google Maps. And it was like, okay, that's 17 kilometers. Okay, I'll do that. Come back, and that's like 34, and I've got something. So I've had difficult. It's like some things are difficult because of it. Some things are good. One of the good things is actually that happened today, which is I finish off my running. I can just sort of finish off my 50 kilometers doing loops where I sort of normally run around here, which makes it really good. So I did sort of like a loop and a half. The interesting thing is you think, okay, is that cheating? But I still picked up trash. There's still fresh trash. And even though I've cleaned it all, it gives an insight. And that's one of the real great things about being a plogger that does the same route every day. And is you get to see when fresh trash appears and you get more of an indication of that story behind it. So, you know, why is this here? Why? And then you start recognizing patterns in sort of the trash that gets laid down. So yeah, it's kind of a double-edged sword. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but yeah, so on with the story. So I decided to run to IJmuiden, and that was it. I was just running along, and then suddenly Rochelle, sort of, who has been the most incredible person, just sprung out. And I've got some disappointing news for you, for John. She has now worn that banana suit more times than anyone else. So she is outside of me. She's now worn it. I don't know how much. In the end,
Mrs. Banana.
Rochelle, I think I see Rob on there. So I think she ran around 30 kilometers in the banana suit today, which is just phenomenal. I mean, she literally, and this isn't the only day that she's done. She's sort of, her and Rob just sort of pop up out of nowhere. Rob sprung out of the bushes the other day, and also, I'm not taking that. I do not like that comment in Instagram. So there's like Norbert said, is he your twin brother? And then you're like the beautiful part of the twin. Yeah, nice try. Are you kidding? Look at this. Drink this in, baby. So so suddenly I just and Rochelle just appeared out of nowhere, because I was in. Yeah, she really is just so amazing. And so I said, I'm running to IJmuiden, and she was like, cool. And then I said, do you want to wear the banana suit? It was like, it was almost like, why wouldn't I? Well, it was like almost getting insulted about, why would you not let me wear the banana suit?
That you even dare to ask.
So
That you even dare to ask.
I know. It's just crazy. I shouldn't even ask. I should just get it out. I did have to warn her that it was still a bit wet from Sunday yesterday, so it was still a bit sweaty. So, but she put it on. She was like, "No, I'm wearing it," and I have to say the apprentice has become the master. So whereas before I've talked about it, and you were very cool cucumber when you were wearing it, because you were like you were like, yeah, I'm an influencer, I'm a YouTuber. I'm kind of cool anyway. But and so you were just like chilled in it. You were like, yeah, hey, yeah. When people went past, whereas the first time that Rochelle had it, she was like like that, and just sort of people and sort of really taking on the diva thing. Now she's really it's become part of her persona, and it's just fantastic. To the point we were in IJmuiden, and she just runs up to me. She said, "Yeah, you missed that whole school, didn't you?" And I went, "What do you mean?" "Yeah, I just did high fives with 20 kids." And I was, how did that happen? And she's just like, "Yeah, I'm just a master. I'm a master at the banana suit." So she did that, but then so just to get revenge, a little bit later on we had another score, and so I just pounced on them. And so we got some. So I think in the end, I think she high-fived. It must be in excess of 40 kids today, and that's the brilliant thing is you really get the sort of that just ignites you so much. I remember that from last year as well, just seeing all the schools getting excited. Now they're all back. Whereas before everyone was on holiday, now they're all back. And so you see them in the schoolyard and they all just run up, especially the primary school kids. They just run up and they want to know, why are you a banana? What's going on? And just doing sort of weird stuff. It was just so awesome. So we
Becoming a
had
little
that
bit
in.
Paul and his minions.
Yeah, exactly. Well, or is it Rochelle and her minions? Because
Yeah, by now.
yeah, yeah, it's like, she's the master. She got way more high fives than me. So that was that. Yeah, that was really good. I'm going to just sort of just talk about some different highlights because the run itself was pretty straightforward. Once I got started, having her there, and that was like with you as well, John. It just makes so much of difference. Just having someone next to me. I don't necessarily talk to people all to you all the time or anything, but just having that sort of, oh, there's someone with me. It just gives me so much energy and joy. I'm just sort of glowing inside, and that's what I had with her. Just and it worked out really well because when we were going to Aimauda, there wasn't actually a huge amount. Whereas we'll talk about in a minute about the trash you found, but we didn't have any big items really. It was mainly little pieces, and so what she was doing was a bit like Sunda. She was literally had a bag and a grabber and was just going pop, 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 getting all these little pieces. So the weight wise wasn't a great deal in the end, but there was there was a lot of bags. Just they didn't
Liters.
weigh much because it was all sort of little stuff and things. Other things that happened, we bumped in, or a policeman on a bike came up to us, and I've got a photo of this. So I have to sort of show this. So this is actually him. So he's got his own Instagram account. I'll try and link to it below, but you can see it in my stories. I'll put it in my stories as well. So you got it in there. Suddenly, this policeman on a motorbike stops us, and he's chatting to us both and wants to get all the details. And he says, "Oh yeah, I've got an Instagram account. Can I put it on there?" So he's put it on his Instagram account and just sort of talked about it. And then I got really nervous because what he actually said was we were just like chatting, and he said, "What's your telephone number?" I'm like going, "Oh my god, the policeman's asking me for my telephone number. Oh, that's not a good thing. That can't be a good thing." But then he sent me a message on WhatsApp saying, "Yeah, it's posted now," which is really cool. So that was a super cool introduction.
Maybe he
Uh,
wants to ask you out on a date.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, there were definitely two good looking bananas there. But yeah, he was just super chuffed. We did find one big piece, and that was suddenly I like spotted in the distance. There was this burnt out scooter, and I was just running to it, and then suddenly the council had already received a notification about it, so they were literally following behind us in a van, sort of about to pick it up. So that was really cool, just chatting to them, and they were excited, just having chatting about bananas. A little bit later on, the Rob joined as well. So there was Rochelle, and then there was Rob that sort of joined us. So we did ask if he wanted to wear the banana. We gave him a choice: banana suit or push the buggy. And every time he goes for the buggy. Yeah, yeah. I will get him in a banana suit eventually. So that's the plan. Then it was basically just go along some lovely sort of country lanes, sort of around the back of Sunport. Some lovely little just some just lovely little sort of wooded pathways and bike trails. So we just sort of did that. Got into Harlem. I dropped off. So Rob and Rochelle sort of went in one direction. Oh, two more interactions that happened. So I dropped them off. Then I went to Run-X and basically then I went home, did my little loop. So I got the day done relatively easily. But two more interactions that happened. Just coincidentally, we were running past Rochelle's father's place. So he came out and had a little chat with us, which was fantastic. I can see where she gets her energy from, and the diva qualities definitely. So that was an eye opener. So obviously that power hunger definitely comes from the family side of things. So that was cool. And then the other one, which was really lovely. I'm not sure if people remember, but I had a really bad day Oh gosh, I mean, it's like a week ago. It was after Harlem Live. I had a really tough day. I was sort of crying a bit and everything, and then I was like really disappointed about the amount of trash that I was finding everywhere and the destruction, sort of like pots of flower plots being thrown everywhere. But this lovely guy just on a bike started chatting to me, and if you remember, he talked about his granddaughter was sick and in hospital. It was okay. I didn't sort of ask any details, but he said, "No, don't worry, it's going to be okay." But she is in hospital at the moment, and he said she loves she loves you. She'll be really excited if I can do a selfie. So we did a sort of selfie, and that really made my day. Bumped into him again. And he said, "Yeah, she's recovering now. She's in recuperation, which is fantastic. So she's definitely better." And apparently she loved the selfie. So she got another selfie, or she's got another selfie coming with 2 bananas in it and a ball guy pushing a buggy, which is Rob. So that was it. I think that really, it was always, these days are just, each one is so special with the interactions that I have along the way. We had another stop with a coffee, sort of a guy that has a little coffee stall, retired guy. He says he's not doing it to make money. He just wants to have sort of do something really fun. So he's just got this sort of coffee stall. I had a sort of coffee with him, and he was really excited. So it was just fantastic. It was just brilliant. So that's the end of my day. I now want to hand it over to John. Now, some of you might have, who've been on YouTube or who follow me, maybe you follow him as well. John, let's introduce yourself first of all, and tell us who you are.
I'm John.
Thanks. Right now, next.
Let's go to business. Now, I have a online page, The Running Dutchman, where I try to help other runners kind of like be the best version of themselves as a runner by sharing some running wisdom. I got a coaching degree as a running coach. I'm a massage therapist. I'm a journalist. Studying for triathlon coach. So I try to help people be the best they can be, and trying to sort out a little bit what is actually wisdom to do and what is just, with all respect, Instagram crap as advice. So that's what I do. I run some races. I make videos of those races, and every now and then I wear a banana suit.
And it's on my story, so if you just sort of see that, definitely give him the follow on YouTube and Instagram. Great guy. But the reason why you're on is because you joined me. Oh gosh, I don't even see, all these days are blending into one now. It was last week, right? Wasn't it?
Last week on Wednesday.
So that was like, what day is it today? Thursday. So it was just over a week ago.
Yeah.
Cool.
We did the well, we had an amazing start, I think, because you said there's a place I haven't been for a while. Let's have a look there. And then we run into this industry yard, and you suddenly disappear into the bushes, which I had no clue what was going on. And you came back with a big smile on your face saying, I found something special. And there were 4 shopping trolleys in the water, a chair, a big beam, a tire, a kid's toy, a ball, and you already found a full wheel, and we found a big bag of concrete.
Yeah.
So
there was actually a few bags of concrete. There was like
yeah.
3 or 4 of them. Yeah.
Yeah, so I remember you saying your record was 108 kilos, and just our first stop was 148. The only problem was we had 148 kilos, but we were busy for 25 minutes and we had only done 800 meters. So I was afraid it was going to be a very, very long day.
Yeah. It was so cool, and it was rainy as well, wasn't it? It wasn't the best weather, so we're doing that covered in. I was just completely covered in mud by the end of this.
Yeah,
it was just it was.
but by 800 meters, I was soaked despite my rain jacket. You were already wearing the Patagonia banana suit. And I know we couldn't get the shopping trolleys out of the water pulling because they were all stuck in the branches. And I had something like, yeah, I'm soaked anyway. So yeah, I was sitting on my knees pulling the shopping trolleys out. And I had the same. I came home just totally under the mud, and my wife was actually questioning me if I had been running or doing something else.
And would you advise that as a great start for, because there just happens to be someone on the line at the moment who is
Yeah.
going to be joining me for the whole day tomorrow as well. So she's this awesome woman, sort of research. She does any body workout. So great, sort of really inspirational sports club and an account to follow, and she wants to join me for the whole day. Should I? So my first question is, because there were a few items that we left, weren't there?
We didn't get the toy, and I think there was like something like a sofa or something like that still in the water. Now I think like if you run into the bushes tomorrow after 800 meters and say I found something great, my advice for her is run away as hard as you can.
I think I've got to do it. I think I've got to do it. I've actually told her we're going to start at 8:30, so I've given myself a little. Normally, I've been starting at 9:30 at the moment, just to sort of with my planning. So I've got extra. I've allowed an extra half an hour.
No, it's a cool spot, and I think like if you can fish it empty, also the fishing is really fun. I have to say.
Yeah,
makes
it
it,
is. It's sort of, yeah, it makes it sort of a bit. It's not just going around with a grabber. You're
No.
actually, yeah, you're trying to sort of like hook something and
Yeah.
wheel it in, and it's a good upper body workout. That is, it's fun. All right, I'm definitely going to do it. So we
Yeah.
did that, and then after that we, I can't even remember what we did. Oh yeah, we went off to. So then we did Sunfort, right?
Yeah, we did Ardenhout, Zandvoort. There was like the Formula One was being built up, so we had a chat with some people building the Formula One. We had beautiful banana bread with a view over the sea in the soaking rain.
Oh, that was in Crookius, right? Oh, that was fantastic. Yeah, that
Now
was just
we
brilliant.
had the first banana bread was in Zandvoort and the second one was in Kroekjes.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, there was yeah, and it was like yeah, because John, it was Sarah, right? Who made it?
I made it.
Did you? Oh, okay, cool. Well,
Sorry,
then
I'm the
it
baker.
was it was delicious. It was like a whole loaf of banana bread, and it literally did sustain me for the whole way. Yeah, you give me banana bread, and I'm happy. I'm a happy bunny. So that was perfect. Just sort of just getting sort of a really nice. And I think it was your first vegan version or something,
Yeah,
wasn't it? Or
yeah.
yeah. Then you realize that vegan cakes are basically just sugar.
Yeah, but I mean, like normal banana bread is basically sugar as well. So
Yeah, exactly. It has like two bananas in it, and all the rest of it is sugar.
yeah, it worked so well that for the ultra this weekend, no, it's not an ultra, it's only 32. But for the trail this weekend, I baked another banana bread.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome.
I gotta bring it.
So yeah, so oh, and did we also go to? I can't even remember. Did we go and speak to Patrick, the guy with the fish bar? Did we speak to him?
No,
Oh, we didn't.
because a lot of bars had to go because of the Formula One
That
Grand
was
Prix.
it.
We
That
went
was
we
it.
went to the lady, the strandjutters. Juttersgeluk.
Oh,
That
that was
was really nice.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah, so we went to Juttersgeluk, and so Deanna was there. So and we had a sort of a coffee there. We had quite a few coffee stops, didn't we, and tea stops.
Yeah, because we went to Run X twice. I think we just left Juttersgeluk in a really bad state because we were both just soaking wet, sitting there on the chair, leaking on the floor, mud, and I don't
Oh,
think
I
we're welcome there
remember.
anymore.
I remember. It was like literally, I was having such a great chat. Then I looked down. I was like, "Oh my god, that's really embarrassing." The pool of water that I've just left there. That was because it. Okay, no, don't dirty your mind, because it's the banana suit is pointy, and it
Mhm.
just leaks down there,
What I
doesn't
would
it?
say.
Yeah. Um, and so we had the Yutsu look, but you did wear the banana suit, right?
I wear the banana suit. I think the first 3 hours we were just in the rain, and after
Yeah.
3 hours the weather was better, and we stopped on underneath the viaduct, and I changed in one banana suit, and you put on a dry banana suit, and then we were two
Yeah.
yellow bananas instead of the Patagonia banana. And then from
And did
there we went to Crucius, indeed, where we had
yeah,
next to the water the other cake.
banana bread. Yeah.
Yeah, the banana bread.
Oh my God. And then we went along Crookius. We went along the sort of the water there
Yeah,
and we found a lot of trash.
yeah. This
Yeah.
it was helping for an enormous record.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
we kept
exactly.
picking
I
up.
mean, exactly. Because I mean, even without the sort of the 148 that we got at the start, I mean, we ended up with 252, I think. And
Yeah.
that was a lot. And okay, be honest, how did it make you feel? Because there was just so I mean, I mean you have a lot of trash around me, but not that level. I mean, were you know, what
I
kind of thing?
what okay, if I'm allowed to say, what shocks me
Yeah,
was when we were running back in Haarlem, and literally in front of people's doors is trash on the street. And like, you walk out of your garden, you see it laying there. Why don't you just pick it up? Because you want to have a nice trottoir to walk on. And at some point we were crossing, and I was literally picking up trash where we were waiting for the traffic light. And there was this lady that asked me what we were doing. So I explained your mission, and they said, "Oh yeah, yeah, thank you." And I didn't even see that trash. It's like, there are cops on the street in front of you. How can you not see it? So I think that, and whenever we were running next to a curb, where you literally see that guys in cars or women in cars just throw out everything out of their car because the curbs are totally full. So that was a little bit of a shock.
and
Um,
it's I mean I think you've nailed it there. I think that's the problem that we're in is people are so blind to trash or so used to it that
yeah,
they don't register it. It's just so in the back of their mind they almost blank it out. I mean, you see people in town on a bench next to a pile of trash, and I think, why would you
yeah,
have your sit there and have your sandwich there when you're sitting next to someone else's trash? What is going on in your head? They just don't see it. They think it's a nice spot to have a sandwich, to have their sandwich, but
yeah.
they just don't see it.
No,
No, yeah, oh gosh.
is it, yeah, I don't know. It's a shock. You don't want your kids to grow up on a garbage belt, I think. But you leave a garbage belt behind anyway. And I like, one of the first times I became really aware of it, and I'm talking about, because somebody already said like Waldorf and Stettler are talking about old times. Yes, I'm sorry, I'm
They
old.
were better times. The old
Yeah.
times were way better.
No, but I was like, in 1999, I was in Australia, and we were climbing this. Australia doesn't really have big mountains, but we were climbing this like little mountain there, and we're top of this mountain, and this guy next to me is eating a Snickers bar, and he says like, "Wow, it's like being here. It feels like you're the first person who comes here." And then he throws the wrapper of the Mars bar on the floor. And I was asking, like, why are you doing this? And he's like, yeah, well, does it matter? I said, like, you just said, like, it feels like being the first person here. The next person is going to see a Mars bar wrapper.
Yeah.
But he's like, I don't know, is somewhere it doesn't register. And that's something that always amazes me. And that's something, I don't know, not to suck up to you, but that's something why I think is beautiful that you do what you do. And also trying to have the conversations with people to make people aware of what they're actually doing, because I think it's just a lack of awareness. It's not just, I don't think the trash on the floor is the biggest problem. The biggest problem is that people are not aware that they do it, or they're not aware how it looks.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But I mean, I think I can't even. I mean, yeah, my mind is such a blur. I think we had some really good conversations with people during the day. I mean, I know normally do, or
Yeah,
do you
we
remember?
spoke first of all at Zandvoort. We spoke with a lot of people who are building up the Formula One. When we were standing there, there were some nice chats. I know when we ran to Zandvoort, there was like this older lady stopping us, and you explained what you did, and she was explaining that she was always picking up cigarette butts around the cycling path, which I think was really nice as well. I
That
don't know
was
if you
it. That
remember
was
her.
so awesome. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was really nice.
yeah.
That was really cool. Yeah, yeah.
And we had the guy from the local Facebook site who came and took a
Oh
picture
yeah,
when we were running by
yeah.
the canal, and he was saying that, like, yeah, he used to throw trash on the floor. I think it was like standing on his balcony smoking cigarettes and then throwing the cigarette butts over the balcony, and he stopped doing that.
That was it. That was such an important conversation because then it's like people can change their behaviors and he's
Yeah,
now actually reporting about it. It's kind of
yeah,
so wonderful. That
yeah,
conversation was really good. Oh yeah, I remember that one.
yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad that you're on because I've forgotten all this.
That was nice.
Everything's just a blur.
But now, like, when we have some people online, we still have to solve the problem of all the latex gloves we found when we were running by the canal, just
Yeah,
going up the canal. Because
yeah. Yeah, I think they are I think they are related to sexual activities. I
yeah,
really do. There's just too many of them. I can't
yeah,
because I mean, if someone uses the, I know a lot of people use them in um the catering and
yeah,
sort of and the restaurants and things like that. I understand that, but then why will they just suddenly appear in the middle of a highway in
yeah,
nowhere from anything? I am pretty sure, and it is true. The number of latex, like all the way through, there are two things, and Sander will sort of agree with me on this one. There are two things that you sort of find a lot of. I mean, this is outside of the one that everyone knows, like cigarettes
yeah.
and cigarette packets and stuff like that, and that is latex gloves. You always find, and oh, I forgot what the other one was now. I forgot what the other one was now. Oh, damn it. It's gone through my mind. You see, I'm like a fish. I've got a 10-second memory.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You now also have like the cans where you have the hole in because they have to suck. You had a
yeah,
special name for it.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So then, yeah, they just sort of smash it, which is okay. But if they smash it where the barcode is, then you can't sort of
Yeah.
return it. So,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, damn it. Oh, no, I remember now. Socks. Socks. That's it.
Only left
So,
ones, or
yeah, you just find loads. Yeah, the latex gloves, and then loads. Yeah, and yeah, always near road exits. Someone's just said about the gloves or health
yeah.
services. Yeah, yeah. Whatever it is, there's just a ridiculous number of latex gloves, and a ridiculous number of socks. Sometimes in pairs, sometimes left, sometimes right.
That's what we had as well. We had a couple of jumpers, sweaters, and we were almost having an amazing record because you picked up that big pillow out of the water, and it was super heavy. And by the time we put it in the bag, all the water ran out, and we
Yeah,
lost a lot of kilos.
next time it will go straight into a bag, trap that
Yes,
water. Yeah, because
yes.
that would have been kilos.
Not sure if that counts, but
Yeah, yeah, I think it does. I think it does count. So tell me about you. So switching to you a bit. So
yes.
you've got a couple of races coming up this weekend. So what are you doing?
I'm doing the Jan Koole swimming. I don't know how you say it. It's just swimming 3.5 kilometers. It's not really a race. It's just making it from the beginning to the end, which is in Batenburg. I've
And is
done
that
it.
open water? Is that in the sea? Is that in
Is
the
it in the Maas?
river?
In the
Oh,
Maas.
oh, nice.
Yeah, and
Downstream or upstream?
downstream, downstream. So you jump in the harbor of Batenburg, and then you get out at the Uitvliet in Appeltern.
Oh, nice.
I did it years ago, and this year I did the 70.3 triathlon, but the swimming got cancelled, so I still wanted to do something of a big swim. So that's Saturday afternoon, and then Sunday morning I run just across the border here because I live on the border with Belgium. In Lommel, it's called the Sahara, and I run a 32-kilometer trail there. It's going to be the first trail this year.
Oh, nice. And what
And
shoes are you going to take? Because that's how we first got to know each other, about shoes. What shoes are
yeah,
you going to wear?
I think there probably will be the Topo, or somebody, but I'm not allowed to show them yet, got the newest Mount to Coast trail shoes. So I might try them out.
How do I get rid of him? How do I get rid of him?
Sorry, you only run on the road. You don't get trail shoes. And
Damn
then,
it.
yeah, next week I do the high tech quad triathlon of Eindhoven, and then it's time to go on holiday.
Perfect. Awesome.
Then I will have 3 more triathlons at the end of 3 more marathons at the end of the year. I will do Eindhoven, Dublin around my birthday, and Florence.
Awesome. And how so do you call, what sort of runner do you call yourself? I mean, do you category, are you now becoming, you seem to be becoming more of a triathlete now. You're gonna have to change it to the triathlete Dutchman.
Yeah,
The running, the running, biking and swimming
Yeah.
Dutchman.
I think it's a little bit too long for a URL, but it's like I got injured last year. I tore my ligaments at the Trail Alsace. So trail running for a while has been a little bit problematic. And for recovery, I started to swim. I started to bike a little bit. Well, if you do those things anyway, you might as well do a triathlon. And then I'm always so stupid that, instead of starting with a quarter triathlon, why not start with a half one?
Yeah.
And you know how things go now. I did a half one, so next year I have to do a full one. But I don't know. I think I see myself more as an endurance athlete than trying to. I'm a road runner or a trail runner. I like all those things, and
I think
I'm
that's a
always
good way of putting it.
yeah, and I'm always curious. Like, can I? Am I able to have a triathlon? Well, there's only one way to find out. Just do it. And then I think is the fun for me of making a training schedule and then see if my training schedule has been working by doing the race. And now I proved I can have a triathlon. So now I want to see if I can do a full one, which I still think is crazy, but you've done it.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Thank you.
I was a young man in those days.
I probably have a, I don't know, midlife crisis. I'm seeing myself as a young man.
Yeah, I'm going to shock you now. I think we're beyond the midlife crisis. I think we're sort of
three-quarter life crisis.
Yeah, exactly. We have to have a new term for it.
Yeah.
Cool. I think I've got to. I'm so glad that you joined, because I really wanted to sort of just get you on there just to chat about it, and also introduce the people to you that haven't sort of seen you, because the support you've given me over the last few years has been tremendous, and I just love. Yeah, every time that we meet up, I think I just really enjoy it, really get energized by it. Really, I need to come in your direction to try out the drone, so I've still got that on my list of things I need to do. But yeah,
maybe we had such a good time because of the 2 canisters of laughing gas we found as well.
Exactly, it could well be. Before I go, I want to give a huge shout out. He's actually on the stream at the moment, so the Boomstorm one. So again, I'm going to try and remember to put it into the description, so you can sort of look him up, because tomorrow he starts a big adventure on in 2 days. In 2 days, on the 29th, he starts a big adventure. So let me just put it up on the screen, and then people can sort of see it. So I'm not going to talk too much about his story, but you can read it there. And the idea is you can just sort of see him. He's another crazy guy, a bit like us, or he kind of he brings his own level of craziness. He has worn the banana suit as well on a plug, and he's called the Boomstorm Man because he literally just runs ultras with a bloody tree trunk on his shoulders. So I mean, how crazy does it get for that? But so you can, what I'm going to do is link to his bio, and also to his page as well, that just talks about his project that he's about to do on the 29th, 200 kilometers with a blind runner. I'm just about to cough now.
That's amazing. That's really, really amazing. 200. Respect.
Yeah, he's got that crazy gene. Unfortunately, I've got no joke to end on. So look at this. I've been talking about I'm not coughing, and now I'm just killing myself coughing. If only someone had a sort of recipe or something, some sort of time syrup.
Time
drink.
syrup. Did you already finish it?
No, I tried it a few times, and it did help initially, but then I found that to me it was actually I needed to sleep more vertically. So I'm a bit like a spaceman at the moment, sleeping in a cocoon. I'm actually like a banana in a tree. Oh my god,
That's kind of a joke to end on.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully this hasn't scared Risa, who's going to be joining me for the whole day tomorrow. So we should have some fun stories, and if we end up picking up shopping trolleys out or fishing shopping trolleys out of the water, Risa, then you can just blame John because it's his idea.
It's four, hey? Come on, you have to top that. We had 4 shopping trolleys, so tomorrow at least 5.
You would hate it if we beat your record. I'm really excited. Thank you so much for joining, John. I'm gonna do my ridiculous ending now. I'm gonna press the buttons and end. There is no joke. You've lasted. People survived through to the end of the joke, so I'm not gonna do anything now. Thank you so much, John, for joining. Thank you everyone for watching and supporting me on all of these, and especially to people that have been joining me, like Rob and Rochelle on the run today, and also John for joining me for the whole day. These things really make it a special event for me, so I'm really grateful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cool. Cheers, mate.